After a rough start here in Lombok, we are definitely hoping for better days. In this video, we explore the island of Lombok, do some beach hopping, and I decided to surprise Jasmina with a villa stay before we headed up north of the island. So come along and join us in today's adventure.
Alright, we have just made it to our room. This is the second stay, and I must say this one at least is in the good location and is legit. So we have just checked in, and we also are renting a scooter, and then we're just gonna go and get some food because we are starving. We have not ate this whole morning. So yeah, we're just gonna go and get some food, and then we're actually gonna start doing some work like right away. This is the room as well. There's two beds, but we're gonna probably, well, yeah, we can fit in one easily.
Yeah, we'll sleep here and then my electronics.
Yeah, the electronics.
They get a special treatment.
Yeah, they do. It's got an AC. Yeah, they have obviously the shower here, toilet, sink, and towels, and then it's got even a little mirror here too. And then a little lounge spot.
We kicked off our day by grabbing food, then editing some content. Right after that, we decided to head to Arguing Beach. We stayed there for a good hour or so before driving out to grab some lunch.
We found this little viewpoint over here, which I think looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we were actually just way down there.
Yeah, by that beach.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. Cool to think. Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So we just had to stop because we saw this viewpoint. We were essentially over in that area, and even though we're really hungry, we just had to stop and see this viewpoint because it is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Very gorgeous. We got this for dinner last night, and I didn't vlog last night because it was quite the adventure. Because when we came here, it was late at night. They were actually closing, and we had to buy the chicken, and we had to buy the rice separately. So it was quite an adventure. But we are here at Rocky Chicken, and as you can see, I think this is like an Indonesian franchise resto. But we wanted to get this last night, which is the chicken and rice combo. But yeah, they ran out of rice yesterday. But now I'm just gonna have lunch. I'm gonna turn this off because there's music playing in the background. So, but yeah, Jasmina's already started doing her business. And this has become our favorite fast food, so to speak, fast food chain to eat in here in Indonesia.
Once lunch was done, we were back on the road to hit another beach, or at least we thought we were.
Oh my god, you have no idea what we've been up to for the past.
I do, because this doesn't make sense. Even the locals here, hold the camera. First of all, we're trying to go to this beach. There's 3 signs that points in 2 different directions. It doesn't help that there's a construction here.
It was so funny. This is crazy.
Babe, let me finish. I know this is
Even the locals are stopping, checking where they're at, because they're lost too. A lot of tourists are lost in this one intersection. They're lost. Everyone is lost. And at this point, we're just gonna enjoy the sunset from here, because there's a better chance of us catching the sunset from here.
It was so funny because there was the final turn that we wanted to take, and there was like 10 of like locals, and they were like asking each other if like,
is that the right way? Or like
way?
they were pointing, like the guy was like, I don't know.
Like everyone for a fact is trying to go to that beach, but no one knows how to get. And then there's signs. There's signs that says like you need to turn left. There are 2 signs that said to turn left, but there's like no turn. Like you cannot turn anywhere. And his hair is getting crazy.
Yeah, because I've been driving around.
Listen, okay, you ask me 3 country and what? You say the country, I say the capital. You forget 3, right? You buy 1. You forget wrong, you get 1 free.
No, that's not a deal.
Later,
Bye.
What's your name?
My name is Helen.
Irma.
Irma.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Robbie.
Irma,
Nice to meet you. Hi, Irma.
why you don't want to buy your?
I have so many already.
Tomorrow, Robbie.
Tomorrow, Irma.
Yeah.
Not a promise, but if you see me, yeah.
20 baht.
20. Give me a good price.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
To get here, it was about 40 minutes from where we're staying, which is the center of Lombok, Kuta. And the last 10-15 minutes was quite the adventure, because it was really just a rough road. It's unpaved, and prior to entering that road, there's a fee of 10,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is just under $1. But there's a lot of actually not a lot. There's a few surfers here because the waves are massive. Yeah, if you look at the waves, they are massive. You are still able to swim, maybe just like not too far, obviously, maybe just right on the middle there before it breaks. But yeah, nonetheless, we're just here. We're gonna, we picked this beach just because it's one of the quieter ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of like a bit hard to get here, so not that many people would want to make the trip out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons why, we like our beaches quiet, if not secluded, like just on our own, just like yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna chill here, maybe take a dip or two, and yeah, and then have some lunch as usual. My hair is going crazy, as you can see. But yeah, we're just gonna have a relaxing day today. Yeah. At the beach, and we really enjoyed that beach. I will definitely be back, but right now we're just really hungry. We need to get food ASAP. But we saw the spot on the way out, and it's very photogenic. Look at this. Look at this view. And we just had to take photos and videos. But yeah, right now we're just gonna go get lunch. It's gonna be a 10-minute drive out of this rocky road area, and then we're back onto the highway. Hopefully we can, find a place to eat fairly close by within 15 minutes or so. Hopefully.
We were off to another location called Mawun Beach after lunch. Had lunch, and now we're at a beach called Mawun Beach, and it's about 10 minutes away from the first beach we were at. And here there's definitely more beach chairs, just because there's a few villages, locals living in this area, and so they've somewhat, established multiple businesses here, as opposed to the other one. I feel like the other one was more remote. It's very tucked in. There were no locals. You weren't getting haggled whatsoever, because once we entered, there were a lot of people trying to sell us bracelets, beach beds, and whatnot as we were trying to find a spot. But this is the view of this place. It is very beautiful. As you can see, it's a long strip that curves around all the way on that end, and you have that view. But I think the other one was definitely much better in my opinion. I think it was much more quieter, much more secluded. The waves are definitely much more aggressive on that side, but there's little pockets where you could swim where the waves are, fairly calm. But here, you could, I think, swim practically anywhere on this strip. But yeah, I definitely prefer the other one. Shortly after, a group of local kids were harassing us and calling us names, so we decided to leave the beach earlier than expected. We decided to skip the sunset
adventure or, you know, trying to catch the sunset somewhere else, just because quite a few things happened. And yeah, you know what, we're just gonna take a little break. But essentially, when we were at the beach, you know, it was a nice beach, and we kind of had our own little spot, just enjoying the beach, really. And then there were a bunch of kids that were saying something to us. Well, one of them came up originally at first trying to sell us bracelets, and I said no. And then I said no multiple times, but he was just staying there. And then I was kind of just like looking at him like, you know, it was a solid no. And I understand they're trying to make a living, but basically he stood there or sat there with us for a bit.
Like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and then after that, he just walked away and started doing like these, pretty much telling me to F off or something like that. I don't know. And then just kind of like let it go, whatever it is, what it is. And then...
Oh, he called us stingy, remember?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I don't know why. But I think that's because we wouldn't buy the bracelets or something. But there were these group of kids after, they were just kind of playing around. And I think we were there for like maybe just under an hour, maybe not even, maybe like 45 minutes. And then there was another kid who tried selling us bracelets. I think it was a friend of the other originally who came up to us, and then he also sat there. And then a bunch of them, there were a group of kids, there were a bunch of them, they just sat around us. We were just minding our own business, and then they all of a sudden sat on a boat and they wouldn't leave. They kept saying things to us. I didn't understand because they were obviously saying in their own language, but I don't think it was nice what they were saying. So we just got up and I started filming them, and then they started running away. I don't know why. Yeah, at that point I figured it was just time to leave, because it was fairly irritating to kind of experience that. And I understand that's their home, you know, that's where they live. And I also understand the fact that they probably rarely see tourists. And, you know, I get that fact, but it's also not a nice feeling when you're there and harassing you and like saying so. And they're kids too. They're kids. That's the crazy part about it, is that, you know, they're saying things about you and stuff. But nonetheless, we left. And so that took place. And then on the way back, you know, closer, once we got to center Kuta, this girl on the road just literally jumped right in front of me when I was riding. Luckily, this is the only thing that I got away with. Like, it's just a couple of bruises and scratches right there. Yeah, I think this side is good, just a little bruise there. But it's more so here. Jasmina's fine, but basically we bounced off because, yeah, she just jumped right in front of us, like, unpredictably. Like, everything happened so fast. But, like, luckily nothing happened, you know, to any of us in a major way, and that it could have been worse, honestly. But, yeah, that happened, and I was just like, I think we need a break from everything and just stay low-key, because I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just like these little things sometimes can like take a lot out of you. But yeah, right now we're just gonna get some dinner, and then we're just gonna edit, do a little bit of work as well. And yeah, luckily we're, you know, overall it was a good day. I think it was a great day, actually.
Yeah.
The first beach was really, really nice. So if you ever decide to come to Lombok, Mawun Beach specifically, watch out for those kids. Or maybe you like getting harassed, then by all means do that. But yeah, we're just gonna have some dinner, edit some videos, just work a bit, and then call it a day, because yeah, it's been a day.
And that we did. We got dinner and headed to our favorite spot to do some edits, the curfew.
I decided to surprise Jasmina this morning, actually.
Yeah.
She didn't know where we were going, and I was like, don't worry, we're just gonna pack a couple of things, and then, you know, we're gonna head off somewhere. And she didn't know where we were going, but I wanted to surprise her in by staying in this villa. We'll show you a quick tour, but it overlooks the ocean and it's fairly high up on the hills, and it's really, really beautiful. What do you think?
I love it. I'm speechless.
So we got this view right behind us, but it's a fairly small villa just because this is the only one available for today, and they're fully booked. And it's just, I tried looking for other days and they're still fully booked. It's not like you don't even get options up until like I think 2 or 3 weeks from now, close to next month actually. But yeah, this was the spot that we got, which is still fairly decent. But I'll quickly show you around. We got the room here, right here with the AC. And then that's the balcony patio area. We've got the washroom over here. Pretty nice. And then yeah, we got a nice kitchen right here, which is actually a cool setup because it's, you're literally right outside. We got a small pool / jacuzzi. We got some seatings over here. It just looks very aesthetically pleasing. And then we have a view of the ocean and kind of like the landscape over on that area. But yeah, we're just here for a night because tomorrow we're gonna head off to northern Lombok, and it's about 2 hours away from here. Even she didn't know that, but that is the plan, is to head up north, be there for maybe a day or two, and then head back down here, and then we're flying off to Bali once again. Maybe this time we'll stay in south of Bali in the Uluwatu area. And so, but yeah, right now we're just gonna soak this in and just relax and enjoy the stunning view of the ocean and this landscape.
We had a pretty laid back evening, just soaking in the views from the villa, and Jasmina wanted to cook dinner for us, so she did.
Got the food for us and it looks delicious. We've just been, it took a while to cook just because the stove for some reason it's fairly slow.
It's because, well, there's like quite some wind here, so it's kind of messing with the...
There you go. That looks delicious. I'm stoked to have it. I'm gonna stop vlogging because I'm sure Jasmina's hungry, but thank you for making me food. Us food, really.
Yeah.
The next morning we had an amazing breakfast at this cool restaurant in the villa, and right after we had to pack our things as we prepared to head up north of Lombok.
We are just about to check out of this place and definitely enjoyed the time here. It's so peaceful, it's so quiet, and last night the stars came out as well.
Yeah, we did some stargazing.
Yeah, did some stargazing. We tried getting the jacuzzi to work, but it didn't, unfortunately.
No.
So we just kind of hung around here and stargazed for a little bit and then just called it a night. And we woke up really early this morning to try to catch the sunrise. But the thing is, the sunrise is just slightly to our left here. I thought originally it was going to be rising right over the water over there, but I guess not. But we still caught it. We still created some photos and videos and enjoyed the view as the sun was rising on this side. And we had an amazing breakfast. It was really, really delicious. But yeah, right now we are gonna head into town. We're gonna have some lunch, and then after that we're gonna be driving off to the northern part of Lombok, and we're gonna be close to the base of Mount Rinjani, which is probably one of the most it's probably the most top thing to do here is to hike up Mount Rinjani. It's a multiple day trek, and but we're not doing that just because we're not equipped at the moment. We just have flip-flops and all that stuff. We don't have proper gear to hike, but nonetheless we're gonna head up there, spend a few days there, and then come back here and then fly out to Bali, and we'll be spending the majority of our time, the rest of our time, down south instead, as opposed to, because, you know, we've been kind of like in the middle and up north, mainly in Bali. So this time we're gonna spend time down south. But yeah, right now we are gonna grab some lunch and maybe soak in this view one last time because it is so beautiful.
Thanks for joining us in today's video. We'd appreciate it if you give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, so you could join in on our adventures tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.